Okay, so I agreed to do a quick video on fitting a Tomahawk head to a Tomahawk handle. This one's already done, so I can't really fully do it. I probably should have got a new handle or maybe made a handle, but this is just for the purpose of giving you an idea how it works. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get your Tomahawk head. This one happens to be a Cold Steel Trail Hawk, but Cold Steel makes some other hawks. There's a lot of people who hand forge hawks, so you have a lot of different options. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out which orientation is up. On this hawk, it's pretty easy. This is the upwards orientation. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to look into the eye of the hawk to see what the handle shape is. Make sure your handle shape matches that. This one's kind of a teardrop shape, so I have a teardrop handle. You're going to make sure that's the same. Now the way a Tomahawk handle fits is it drops down in from the top like this. Now if you have a brand new handle or you're making a handle, you might go to put it in and it might only go this far. And what you have to do with the new handle is down the sides, you might need to take a rasp or a hand file or some sandpaper. I use a 4-in-1 file. Just take a little bit off the sides or wherever it's touching. It might be the back or the front, but just take a little off until you can get that handle so that it works down through the hole and it ends up maybe an inch and a half away from the top. Now once you've gotten to this point, you're going to have to make some fine adjustments around here, because what you want is you want this handle to touch as much of this inside surface as possible, because that's what gives it its friction fit. So what you'll do is maybe you'll just drop the handle in like that. You'll feel it's not real tight, but it kind of attaches a little bit. And then look on the handle, and what you'll see is you'll see little marks, little gray marks or maybe black marks from where the metal touched the handle. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take that file again or maybe some sandpaper and work that away. You're going to do this 2 or 3 times until you get it, maybe 4 times, 5 times, I don't know, however long it takes, until you get a nice fit all the way around. The reason for that is if it doesn't have a nice fit, you'll put the hawk handle in and you might set it, but it'll come loose easily. When you have a nice friction fit, a nice tight fit, that hawk handle won't come loose easily. I mean, it won't be permanently fixed like an axe would be, but it'll be tight enough that when you're doing, general chopping chores and stuff like that, that the head is not going to come off. You'll easily be able to take the head off if you choose to, or maybe if you strike something really hard or you're throwing your hawk, the head might pop loose, but for the most part it'll stay tight. And it'll stay that way for a while. Obviously after you've knocked the head off a few times, it compresses the wood and it'll get to the point where there's a little ridge, and then the head starts getting loose again, and you'll do the same process over again. You'll file it down a little and the handle will last you a while. Eventually you'll end up wearing the top out and you'll have to get another one, but usually you can get it to last for quite a bit of time. So this one I actually just redid the fit and stained it, and I'm ready to set the head. So once you have all that worked out so it's a nice tight fit, you're going to want to set the head on so it stays tight. So the way you do that is typically I will take the head here higher up on the axe handle, and then that'll lock it on pretty tight. But if you want a little bit extra assurance, you take your stump or whatever you have and this one's pretty rotten. And that'll set it down. Now it's nice and tight. See? And it's not going to come off easily. Now you can use your axe for whatever you use it for. Shouldn't call it an axe, it's a tomahawk, but get the general idea. And those are the steps that you have to take to get your hawk head, properly fitted so that you can use it.